for a corridor, you got to get prepared mentally to go to work. This is for adults. If you're a late teen, this is going to help you, but you're not going to work every day. I'm driving to work. I've got to mentally be prepared. We are dealing with traffic. We have to get food. We have to get gas. Either you get gas the night before or you're going to get gas in the morning. Fortunately, I was smart. I got gas last night. I'm the next person in line. I like McDonald's. Why? Great customer service, good food, nice people. And when I move up to the store, I'm getting ready to be energized and be safe and get out here onto the road. Watch. Customer service is the most important thing.
Did you have a copy of the water?
Yes, sir. So they're taking care of me, verifying the order. That's really important. You want a company that's going to verify.
Oh, you got it.
Thank you, brother. Hey. Yes, sir. Thank you. So now I'm fueled up and ready. Okay, so now we got our fuel. We're mentally ready to go. But now I got to deal with this road here. This is a major thoroughfare. We're on a side private driveway to McDonald's, so I got to look at traffic left and right. If I pull out too fast, then I'm gonna end up getting hit, right? But I'm gonna pull out easy and accelerate through. That's what you have to do. A lot of beginners are very hesitant. You want to go and seize the day, and that's what this is about. I'm seizing my day, being mentally ready to go, and I'm gonna dominate the city streets, and I'm gonna dominate the I-94 corridor. So I'm awake, I've had good rest, I'm dressing nice and crispy. I feel good about myself. Self-confidence, I believe, is the most important thing. Even if you get a no, that's okay. At least the person was honest. So this is a double right turn. I'm in the outside lane. When I turn, I'll be all the way in the middle or to the left lane because I have to make something called a J turn. Do any of you know what a J turn is? Well, a J turn is when some states you can't make a left turn at the light. In this particular state that I'm in, we can't make lefts at certain lights, so we're going to have to make a left, go down, we have to make a right, then a left-hand turnaround. So I'm going to go ahead and get over. See how they cut me off? That's how accidents happen, man. Okay, so I'm going to look at them crazy. You don't know what he's doing. That's how accidents happen. That would have been a side swipe accident. You see how that guy's clowning around? I'm not trying to smash my whip. I'm trying to drive safe, and I'm trying to stay away from them. So instantly, you learn it's about defensive driving, and it's about to get wild in here. Meaning we're going to be getting on the road driving with energy, not driving stupid, but with confidence, passion, and safety in mind. So we're at the light, we're breathing. It's almost like a race for a moment, right? Because I'm very passionate about working, about driving, and let's see if this Forte is going to give us a little power. It's a little Kia Forte. No, it sucks. No horsepower. So now I'm going to have to get over, and that sucks. So if you got a slow car and you're trying to make a lane change, you're out of luck. Okay, so they on that Starbucks stuff, Starbucks accident, I should say. So we got to go up to this light. We're going to bust on this freeway, and we're going to show you how to merge, right? Safety, passion, energy. This is going to be a great day. You make your day. You don't let another man or woman or situation or your boss make your day terrible. Learn that. All right, we're going to give this box truck a little room. We see the I-94 corridor. It's crowded, it's packed. This is where you grow up. This is where you make good decisions. I like this box truck and what they're doing because they're accelerating. In class, we talked about the solid white line. You're not supposed to cross the solid white line because you're going to cut off cars. This allows us to build up speed, which I'm doing. I'm at about 67. I come out, bam, I'm at 67. 67, no cap, but it was 67. All right, so I'm in the middle lane. We not playing. So I'm gonna cruise, settle down. I'm analyzing. What lane should I be in? What lane is the safest? I'm settling down. I was at 77, dropped to 72. I'm backing off my gas. I'm at 66. Do you realize I went from 6, 7, to 60 and back up to 77 in a moment's notice. I don't want to get you happy because I don't want to crash your car, and then that would be my fault. The thing is, having an accident, taking it to the insurance company, waiting to get your car fixed sucks. I've been there a couple times, and I never want to go there again because the customer service is terrible. You have to deal with automotive shops who just want to take advantage of you. If you don't have the correct insurance for a rent-a-car, you're going to pay $30 a day, $40 a day, and that really adds up. Your car will not be fixed in 2 weeks. Let's get that real. More like 2 months, more like 3 months. So we got full traffic, which is fine. And many of you who drive, and I looked at the comments, you don't drive in this type of traffic. You're going from school to home, which is 5 miles, 7 miles, 8 miles, maybe 10. The only time you drive in traffic like this is Thanksgiving, Christmas, maybe going down to downtown Chicago, downtown Detroit, downtown Houston, Texas. So this is a new experience. What do? Do you stay in the middle lane? No. Do you stay in the right lane? No. You have to drive in a lane that's going to give you safety, good speed control, and good travels. So I'm at 75 miles an hour. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. We're moving along pretty good here. This guy in his truck, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm trying to be a safe defensive driver. Moving along real nice. He's creeping on me in the back, so I'm gonna stay here in this middle lane. I'm moving good, right? The average is about 77 miles an hour. I feel safe. It was cold last night, so we turned that heat on, right? And then the car set, no foggy windows. Have your settings ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna get on the lane left, accelerate through that lane, and that's nice. Now we're in the passing lane, but all 3 lanes are full, so I can drive here. I'm gonna lift my foot a little bit because I don't want to tailgate this Jeep with the nice rims on there, okay? And also we talked about guide signs and mile markers and warning signs. If you don't know about the odd and even numbering system in the United States, you won't ever get on the expressway because you can't always rely on Google Maps, Live View. You got to understand cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. I'm not eating. I'm driving. I'll show you. See, I'm not eating. So, your comment is wrong. Both hands on the wheel, feeling good, driving safe. And a lot of people do try to do that. No one's the food police, okay? You're not gonna get arrested, but at the same time, I got both hands on the wheel. So a lot of people try to cap on me, but no. Do you know how to drive? Okay. So if you want to be safe, you can spill coffee on you, get food on yourself. I'm here looking crispy. Okay, I got a chance to get a promotion today. I got a powerful presentation. Do you think I'm gonna let some food get on me? No, I'm gonna be extra crispy. That's all I need. So what I want to do is pass this Jeep. He or she is hogging, so I'm gonna get over one lane. I don't have time to play with them. I really don't. So a lot of people try to clown you. We just don't maintain good speed, man. We gonna do what we do. So I'm looking for the safe lane, taking my time, and I'm gonna get over. You wanna be in an open lane. You wanna be able to move securely and safely. We're not trying to drag race anyone. We're trying to get to our destination safely. For me, it's about an AI presentation so we can get this merger and acquisition, right? I think the driver's goal is to be safe. You want to really advocate good safety. Like I'm moving real nice. I'm in the slow lane, moving good, all right? So I'm gonna get over. I'm looking ahead, so I'm able to make these decisions. And that's what it's about, making good decisions to anticipate a car pulling out, someone slowing down, an animal coming out in front of you, like we got all these brake lights. So now I gotta slow my turbos, break it down, and I'm just gonna stay in this middle lane. I'm on the brakes real easy, because if I was going too fast, I'm gonna get rear-ended, and I'm not about that life. So I'm just taking my time, driving within my skills and ability, okay? And you always have to be ready for any particular thing. It's mental mindset. That's the Jeep that tried to race me. But I used that turbo, and it's over. So then we have to use nitrous. We'll hit that 250 shot. So you always got to be prepared. I am a racer. I do use racing words. And if you don't understand that, such as speed control, such as progressive nitrous, okay, such as HP tuners, because I like to know what's going on. And also, our cars are tracking us, okay? Every time you drive, your car syncs up to your phone syncs up to your car. And then people get data, the big automotive companies, the insurance companies. They're not gonna tell us everything. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. Because data is really important. How do people drive? What do they do? What is their next move? I'm gonna make a decision to stay on the interstate. There's a lane reduction ahead, and good thing I'm early. I'm gonna take my time. I'm just gonna stay chilled. I'm just gonna be patient. And that's all you really can do. And people who road rage, you're wasting energy. That's negative, okay? People who drive crazy fast, you're gonna kill yourself and kill others. I think in the beginning, a lot of us intend to follow the rules. Be a good driver, 10 and 2, 9 and 3, 7 and 5. But as you go through your young adult experience, then you're gonna say, you know what, I'm late to work. And then you're gonna drive about 80. And then you get a reward. Like, hey, I got here in 20 minutes. Usually it takes me a half an hour. Well, I'm gonna drive faster. And then you get there. But then there's a false sense of confidence. I see a lot of lights here. I'm gonna stay here in the middle lane. I'm not gonna start being an erratic lane changer. That's one thing when you look at these videos, I give you real life. I'm not going to waste your time. Okay, I'm just sitting here right now. I'm okay. I'm wondering if I need to get over. I'm gonna stay here right now. Looks okay to me. Because I'm not gonna rely on another driver to let me in. This is how sideswipe accidents happen. Okay? Sideswipe accidents happen because you're not paying attention. You make erratic lane changes. Getting over. Be okay. I hope. There's that crazy Jeep again. I'm not hating against Jeeps, I'm just saying they can tip over. They have a high center of gravity. This is real out here. If you can't handle, oh my God. If you can't handle this, then you don't need to be here in this. I'm just scanning, looking ahead. And you can't just get out here and drive. So I want you to understand this. You gotta have experience. You have to have background knowledge. Kind of like this AI proposal I'm putting together. I have some unique prompts. that are really going to revolutionize, that kind of caught me off guard, right? That caught me off guard. They just popped on the blinker. So I'm looking ahead, scanning, keeping my speed, keeping my space. The worst thing in the world is rear-ending a vehicle. And these people are buying cars they really can't afford. They're trying to have that illusion. Like this truck ahead of us, it's about $85,000. Who needs a truck for $85,000? My budget is around 55, 60K, and I'm fine with that. I'm leaving room. You drive a vehicle that fits in your lifestyle and your budget, okay? And most of you, I don't know, maybe you living with your mom. I don't know. Do you guys have your own place? Okay, process of getting full driver's license. You're gonna have to be trained. If you're over 21, you're gonna go to the DMV. You're gonna end up getting a learner's permit, and you're gonna drive with someone to show you the ins and outs, like me. Like, all right, like I'm your uncle. Like you're gonna subscribe to this because I'm showing you real life out here. And through my videos, you're like, I can live vicariously through his videos, right? So you're gonna get that, you're gonna take the test, it's a knowledge test, okay? Road signs, pavement markings, right of way, you gotta know this stuff. Then you're gonna drive, and then at one point you're gonna take a driving test. It differs. If you're over 21, you're gonna drive for 30 days, 45 days, then you're gonna take a test. You're gonna merge on the freeway, drive through neighborhoods, thank you. You're gonna go through roundabouts. You're gonna parallel park. If you don't know how to park, then don't take your test, okay? That's it. If you're under 21, you're gonna enroll in a third-party driver's education program. And some states is 4 hours, some states is 6, some states is 10. In New York, you gotta be 18. You're gonna have a junior's license, okay? Ohio, they've changed the law. If you're under 21, you're gonna go back and take a defensive driving class. In Florida, if you're under 21, you're gonna take a defensive driving class. Do I see this happening across the United States? Yes, but it's going to take time. Notice I'm not tailgating. I'm just taking my time, being patient. I don't care what these cars do. So you gotta kind of sit back and stay chilled, right? We're just staying chilled, and we're not gonna change lanes just to change lanes. We're gonna change lanes with a purpose. You wanna drive with the purpose. And this is why I put these videos together, to explain to you and show you the process, what you need to do, how drivers really treat you. Because a lot of content creators, they just put some little clips together and you get a quick perspective. But I do long form videos too, where we're here in the car, on the I-94 corridor, seeing real traffic, learning how to deal with it, and trying to not lose our heads, trying to be patient. So just sitting back, whatever traffic gives me, it gives me. I'm still at full tank of fuel, feeling good. I feel safe. And as long as traffic's moving, I'm fine with it. But this is what a lot of people don't want to see. They just want to see the crashes. They want to see merging. They want to see parking. Okay? I'm not going to edit this out, because this is where you're really going to be. And this is real life. But a lot of people don't want to see this. There is crazy traffic. We're just sitting here. But that's okay. I'm good where I am. As long as traffic moves, I'll deal with it. It's like this in Texas. It's like this in Michigan. It's like this in Ohio. It's like this in Indiana. It's like this in Florida. This is why a lot of you don't want to get out here and drive, because it's very stressful. I read one comment, you like sitting in traffic? I don't necessarily like sitting in traffic, but I understand the elements behind it. I'm aware, and you have to go out with a game plan. You have to go out with a mission in mind. The mission is to arrive at our AI firm safely. The mission is to do well on this proposal and get that $500,000 bonus and do my own company. The mission is to teach people how to drive. And I'm target driven. I always have been. And I'm not done in my journey. In 2032, I'm going to transition into something else. I have some plans in mind. I've been talking to several companies. So I have a plan, because you want to look at bigger opportunities to help people. My goal and my fulfillment is helping people learn how to drive. How can I reproduce this model? How can I really get fulfilled? Social, emotional. Okay, ripple effects. Look it up. That's social, emotional. Okay, IXL is another program to help middle school, high school, and young learners master skill sets. Okay. So there are many opportunities, and if you don't know how to drive, you won't be able to dream. Now, I'm not saying because you don't know how to drive, you won't dream, but you need to be able to travel from city to city, suburb to suburb, going to companies, pitching ideas. So I'm just here waiting. I'm not panicking. I'm not switching lanes real crazy. Within the next mile and a half, we're going to go down to one lane. So this could take another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm showing you the truth, because I have nothing to hide from you guys. And because I'm at peace, it's whatever. Okay? You can't let other people, environmental elements, throw you off. Okay? We're all on a block. The negativity, jealousy, hate, envy, those are the things that pull you off. And I'll have you saying, I thought this was about driving. It is. It's a deeper picture. Okay? Because a lot of people in the United States don't drive. They can't afford a car. They can't afford the insurance. They don't understand the complexities of insurance, car payments, repairs, because it's not free to drive. Okay? You can look at the used car market. It's expensive too. And this is before the Donald Trump tariffs. So I'm telling you the truth. And those of you, my target market is like 18 to 35. You understand, hey, I got to get a job. You know, my OG uncle's telling me this. You got to get a job, nephew. You got to get a job, niece. Okay, I'm doing 3 jobs, right? You got to take your time and rest. Get yourself mentally ready to go. And then if you want to try to run a company or get promotions, you got to be there early. You got to stay late. You got to use AI prompts. You've got to post content. You can't be worried about what people will say, because if you're worried about what others will say, then you're superficial. And everyone grows up differently. Some of you will have a major death. Some of you will have a major life event. I'm not trying to give you negativity. I'm just simply telling you the truth. No one lives forever. One day I will pass. And hopefully it's in a peaceful situation. Right? So, we're just sitting here, and that's okay. Just gonna stay at peace. What countries are you guys from? Where are you located? We got people on here. Where are you from? I'm from the Midwest. Where are you from, guys? Are you from India? Are you from the United States? Are you from UAE? Are you from the UK? here waiting, which is fine. Now, the old me would barely have gas in the car. The old me would be running crazy late, and this is stressful. The new me, relaxed, full tank of gas, comfortable, everything is set for my AI presentation. So I'm not worried. And because I have a great relationship with my boss, I can say, listen, I'm sitting here in traffic, I'm stuck. Could you start the presentation and I can send the information to you remotely? So I'm not worried. I'm a little worried because we're just sitting here. But it is what it is because we can't anticipate traffic and accidents and lane reductions. So you have to be ready to handle those types of situations. You know, I'm looking for, police presence. I'm looking for an ambulance because we don't know what's going on. Also, if you have a really good driving instructor, they're going to put you in real life situations, downtown traffic, suburban traffic, making right turns, making left turns. If you have a young or beginning instructor, they're just going to take you in the neighborhood. They're going to take you around your general area. You won't really learn. And it really depends on your experience. You got to do your research. Google reviews are okay, but real talk, a lot of these companies make the instructors ask the clients for a Google review. So those reviews aren't really real, okay? And you want to look on Facebook, you want to Google reviews, you want to look on Yelp, because if people really like the instructor, they're going to say the instructor was awesome. They picked me up, they dropped me off, they really explained, they were patient. You can't make everyone happy. There are bad things that happen. Students have accidents. The cars aren't as good. The instructors do a lousy job. But everyone has an opinion, but yet a lot of you haven't even been in a car and you're just going by what you see on the internet or on social media. That's not real. This is real right now. Where we're sitting here in traffic on the I-94 corridor and you're like, what is going on? What is happening right now? And I'm starting to wonder that too a little bit, but I'm hoping things will get moving. And I'm hoping that everything will eventually work itself out. Even if we're moving a little bit, I'm good. I'm also looking at the semi trucks. They're kind of staying where they are because they have a higher view. And not hundreds, but thousands of commuters like myself, we're just stuck here. But the fuel is fine, charge is good. It's starting to move a little bit. You can't just drive on the left. You can't just road rage and lose your mind. You will see some people doing that. And I think a lot of people, because I look at the comments, they like what they're seeing. They want more content. They want real explanations. And I think if you're parents, the reality is a lot of you don't want to drive because driving is not a priority. You like the idea, but it's work. You got to get up, you got to get ready, you got to make sure your car is good. Fuel, maintenance, is it leaking oil when it starts? I've been there before having a junky car and it's barely running. Like if this was 5 years ago, 7 years ago, my car barely be running, right? So I'm happy we're crawling along, but this is a real life traffic jam and I'm showing you how you survive this road. We're starting to move a little bit. We're just taking our time, being patient. I'm in the left lane. It doesn't matter. All 3 lanes are full. Anytime is a good age to learn how to drive. I think everyone wants to get out here, but can you afford to? Do you have a coach? Do you have a car? Because I teach people in their 20s how to drive. They don't have a car, but yet they want to learn how to drive. They may have a job, but they're just living maybe at home, or they're living in an apartment. That's $800, $950, maybe $1,100, and then they don't have the money for a car payment. Okay? And in some cities, you don't need your license. Some cities you do. And also, we were learning about semi-trucks. There is a shortage of semi-truck drivers. So a lot of states, such as Texas, are going to full autonomy. They have a driver, they have a driver in the seat, but the truck is driving itself. We're just being patient. I see traffic starting to move a little bit. But what happens is there's like everyone starts going real fast and there's a huge slowdown. So we're moving okay. So we're starting to make it through, but I'm not getting overly excited. So you got to be patient in this. And a lot of you who are that 18 to 34, you're not patient. You want to move out. You want to get some real estate. You want to do crypto. You want to get a Cybertruck. You don't even have your license yet. So how can you try to get all these things? You don't. I mean, it's okay to dream. Right? If I was 21 again, I would do the same thing. I would dream, get good education, maybe do a skill trade, start my own company. So we're starting to move a little bit. But I left an hour early, actually an hour and 15 minutes early. So apparently that wasn't good enough. And I go back to the training. If you have a good trainer, a good coach, a good teacher, see, that's dangerous right there. That's how accidents happen. It's just the decency to use a blinker, because that would have been a sideswipe accident. And I have my dash cam on, so that would have been, see, there's the state police up there. They're the state boys, right? So there's always a reason why. And I'm just trying to settle down. Could have been, someone could have stolen a Hellcat or a Trackhawk or a Charger or something. We don't know. But again, a lot of content creators just would have cut this out. Must have been a really bad accident. They cleared it up. So keep moving. Take my time. Accelerate through the gap. So it was an accident there because normally you don't have people sitting there with bags on the I-94 interstate. Unless it was a police situation. So that guy was not arrested. And I almost panicked, but I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's what a lot of you won't do. You won't sit here and learn and reflect. I'm just trying to keep my space. Adaptive cruise control is off in this vehicle. That was really weird. That guy was just out there sitting. Yeah, there was an accident there. Someone hit that wall and broke it. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna get over. Keep my blinker up, yep, truck in my blind spot so I can't get over. See, I'm checking blind spots and I'm looking over my shoulder. Thank you. Now I'm gonna get over. And that lane change was seamless and smooth. Trying to be patient. Looks like smoke is coming out of that truck. I'm trying to not crash. I'm keeping space. You can see all these cars just pop in real quick. And if you don't keep your space, you're gonna hit someone. They just have their blinker on for nothing. What are they doing? So I'm just driving here and their blinkers on. What is going on, bro? Right? And you'll see that. I want you to see the confusion of other drivers so you see what's going on. And I'm really confused by what they're doing. I don't understand. Now they heard me. We're at 44 in a 70 mile per hour zone. Doesn't surprise me. And then these ramps are very little. Is this part of the I-94 corridor? I got my blinker on. People just, they just are selfish. It really depends on if you get 2 or 3 years on your belt. You know, I don't know your experience level, guys. Some of you have 0, some of you have 7, 5, some of you have over 20 years. And that's good. What also will be good, I need you to subscribe to this channel. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm showing you the real deal of out here driving on the I-94 corridor and I-94 commute. And in the neighborhoods, you got people, accidents, state police. Subscribe to the channel, smash the bell notification.